G-Eddy. I was wondering which way I can go from here. Oh, these guys. Oh, these guys are also not fun. Oh, good. Oh, okay, gyro attacks will take care of them. Good to know. I will keep that equipped. I'll keep gyro attack equipped during that section. I will take that to heart. I'm gonna leave that for later, I guess. Alright, so what do we got? We got spider bat things. I don't know why I called them spider bats. They're really just kind of bats, but they remind me of spiders with how the little shells open up and they look like spider legs. Oh no. I should probably be refilling on, what is it, Gravity Hold. It's like these guys, they'll die in like one hit to anything, so they'll die in one hit to Gravity Hold. But no, I'm actually going to refill on Beat. That's actually more of a better plan. Oh no, I remember here. I remember this. This is bad. No, I'm thinking of another thing. I'm thinking of like there's gonna be a point where we have to do snake platforms. Like these snake-like platform things just kind of go on a predetermined path. Over a bottomless pit. I don't know if that's in a Wily stage or if that's in this stage, but it's like after this stage is like the falling tower bit, and the falling tower bit's really easy. It just leads into the hardest boss. Because it's, you know, the version of Darkman Robot that has all of the enhancements of its predecessors. But that's alright. Now here's the snake blocks. This is exactly what I wanted. I'm not even gonna bother trying for that E-Tank because it's not gonna be worth it. I don't even. I'm gonna take a shot. I'm gonna make my reaction time worse. I'm gonna make this worse on my car. I'm gonna make this super bad on myself. I'm gonna make this like the worst I can possibly make it because I'm a dumb. This is an extra full shot just for me. Because I'm super smart. I'm good at beating games, you guys. Maybe refill my mug too. That burns a bit. Alright. So let's try this before this fully sets in. Are you not entertained? I don't have gravity hold. I can't do the gravity hold. I know these guys died to gravity hold, but still. No, leave me alone. Oh, Stampy Guy. If you don't like Stampy Guy, we can Power Stone him now. I've always seen Power Stone as a good counter for this because of you can basically just be from anywhere and hit him at least 2 or 3 times. I know it's not exactly a weakness, but considering our positioning, oh shit. Oh no. Oh, 4 napalm bombs will kill him. I know that even enemies like that, there's like a better weapon to use against them or whatever, but I don't know what it is for those guys. I just learned about that concept fairly recently. That with the, you know, like a lot of the Stampy guys or whatever, there's like, this is, you know, you can beat them quicker with this weapon. It's like, I didn't freaking know that. Then again, I didn't know that that glitch in Mega Man 3 until fairly recently. I still have plans to try that out, like on the Virtual Console version or something. Another one of these guys. Well, we still have a better advantage to hit him with Power Stone here. Probably gonna have to do this a couple times, because there's an E-Tank there, and I fully intend on collecting that E-Tank. Ooh, I can hit him 3 times from that. Oh, well, I don't even have to do the whole thing again. That's fine. Whatever. Alright, what bullshit? I'm... Okay, my guess, ATST, dude. ATST's gonna be... No, it's not. Oh, I was wrong. No! I was very wrong. It's still better than an alternative. I will gladly use an E-Tank should it come to it here, because I don't feel like going through that stage again, let me tell you. Here, have some beat. Even if you freeze me using that little O's cannon thing. Like, see, beat still goes after him, even though I'm frozen. I think his, like, you can also use gyro attack on that guy. But, you know, beat is the weakness for all of these dudes. So it is more worth it to use beat. In fact, I will probably just, like, get a game over here just so I can have full beat when I go into this Darkman robot. But give me one moment while I just refill my mug here. Because this is fucking delicious. I'm gonna pause it. There. Just so that you're not... I feel a little more justified when I'm on a pause screen like this, when I do stuff like this. It's not like I'm on a timer or anything like that. Getting drunk is fun. Do I have a problem? Maybe. I don't know. I have lots of problems at this point. Like, that's a problem. I spilled a little bit. But that's okay. That'll dry. And I'm not planning on wearing these socks again tomorrow. Yeah, this is easy. There's no enemies you have to take care of here. Just make the tower go down. And make sure that you are careful with little parts like that. And that you can slide under certain parts. Actually, I should probably just kill myself here. That's actually a good idea. That's a good strategy at this point, because I'm at 0 lives. I don't have any beat power left. And if I get game over and I click continue, I'll be back at the tower again. No big. See? I can just easily do this. I'm still at an early enough stage of intoxication where I can just hop and control my jumps. As seen earlier in stage 2 of Proto Man's Castle, where I totally fucked up that one time and just like kind of jumped into spikes without even knowing it. But you know, semantics. I hope I used the term in the correct area, in the correct context. because there's nothing that irks me more than using a term in an incorrect context. Actually, there are a lot of things that irk me more. That's one of my pet peeves is using something in an incorrect context. So I always try to make sure that I'm not a hypocrite and to use things in a correct context. Okay, so... Wait, why am I going forward? Why am I... Why? What is... No! Stop! What was that? What is... No! Hold on. Oh. Okay. Now, you see, there's some context to this. And I'm sorry if I keep doing this, because... when I went into that battle, I used the left analog stick for a bit, because I've been using the directional pad up to this point. But apparently, I've just discovered my left analog stick is fucked up. And if I flick it, it will go forward all the time. Okay, now that worked. I'm still going to kill myself so I can get myself all my beat points back, but I don't know what's up with that. That's an easily taken game over. Oh no, I'll start over again in the same area with all of my weapon energy back. And still all of my energy tanks and mega tanks intact. Yeah, apparently when my when the left analog stick is depressed a little bit, it will trigger just going in the left direction like all the time. But yeah, and I can pull it back out, and it'll trigger as, neutral again. That's really weird. I will take that into consideration. If I ever want to play something on this again that actually needs analog control. I may want to reconsider just playing because I do want to play all the way through Mega Man Legends 1 and 2. Okay, not 1. I've beaten 1. I haven't beaten 2. I've had both games for years. But I've never beaten Mega Man Legends 2. But considering that the analog stick on this is fucked up, I've just discovered it's fucked up, and I know that I'm not willing to trust getting secondhand fucking DualShock 2s. I may just get, Mega Man Legends and Legends 2 on the PlayStation Network and play them off that, like on my PS3 or my Vita. That may be the better way to go. I'll be completely honest. Since I've discovered that this is a problem. Alright. You're done. Alright, note to self. Never touch the left stick on this DualShock 2. Well, Mega Man... Yeah, I don't know why the text is just coming up all at once like that. I think it's because they did do some, retranslations of things here and there. One thing I do know, as we'll see later, in Mega Man 7, whenever bass says damn, it's been, retranslated to darn. I guess so that they could keep that E rating, but, yeah, note to self, this is my only DualShock, but do not touch the left stick, because that will fuck everything up. yeah. Just keep using the D-pad. And also consider just getting Mega Man Legends 2 on the frickin' Vita. Play it that way. Oh, an energy tank. Don't mind if I do. Just replace the one that I... Alright, now it's... Alright, so now the left stick is working fine. Maybe not. Maybe it's just like a Schrodinger's... Okay, no, I don't want to say Schrodinger's thumbstick, because, in all honesty, that just means that there's no way of knowing at any given time if it's not working or not. I mean, I guess that is kind of the proper context, but there's actually a way to test it, so it's not like it's like simultaneously working or not working. And there's no way to do that. Now, if I remember correctly, Dr. Wily's stages are not nearly as bad as Proto Man's. But I could just be remembering things wrong. I mean, hell, it's been almost a year since I did that drunk Mega Man 5 playthrough. That was on St. Patrick's Day last year. And I know Greg had fun staying here until like 10:30 at night playing Mega Man 5. He didn't. It's not like... Oh, that was dumb. That was my fault. Alright, yeah, the stick is fully functional now. I don't know. I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to accept the way things are right now. That's fine. I'm totally okay with it working now. Maybe it's because it hadn't been used in a while. I don't know. But yeah, when I usually do stuff like this with Greg, I try not to keep him for too long, because I know that, like, unlike me, he has, like, you know, like a family life and shit. Things I don't have. I don't have that kind of stuff for me joining life. I just have drinking and video games. And I don't even drink that often. This is like... I don't even normally drink weekly. This is like the first time I've done this since, like, ever. And this is only because of Mega Man record things. But even... Yeah, oh, look at this. Oh, you're all dead. Boom. Alright. That works. Alright, this is a pain in the ass part. You know, when I went through on all these games on the 3DS without save states, this is one of the parts that got me, that I got stuck on for quite a few. I think that I actually got stuck on this part during my, like, normal non-drunk Let's Play of this game. Because these roller things will just... They'll just fuck you right up. Let me tell you. Now, there's nothing I love more than just being fucked around with dickish gameplay mechanics like that. But hey, I can farm me some energy tanks this way, let me tell you. I don't mind that part of this. I'm just afraid I'm gonna I just don't want to get too hung up on this part of the game and then never get around to Mega Man 6, which, like as I've said and have demonstrated, I know by the back of my hand. Because I did so much. I mean, yeah, there are going to be points where I think I'm going to be a bit more caught up on than I was, because I haven't played that game in a while, but, you know, again, before I played that drunk run of it, I practiced that like 15 times, and I knew the game like nobody's business. And I don't know if I've retained that sort of knowledge, and I mean, I may still have the muscle memory to it, but there are still some pretty pain-in-the-ass parts of some of the, again, later castles. And, you know, it makes sense that the later, you know, the castle levels are meant to be more of a pain in the ass than the Robot Master levels, because you're nearing the end of the game. But, you know, it gets to a point, especially with, like, Mega Man 4 and onward, or even Mega Man 3 and onward, where, like, you know, you beat the Robot Master stages, that's great, and then, like, it feels like a grand majority of the rest of the game is all just these castle parts. Because they're so much harder than the rest of the game. No, I wanted to go up. I wanted to go up there. Yeah, just kill them, beat. Just destroy them all. Because they're so much harder than the actual, like, you know, Robot Master levels. You know, that's where you're going to be spending most of your time. Because, you know, the Robot Master levels are, you know, they're practically nothing compared to this. And, you know, I remember when we were playing Mega Man 4 last week, and I said that there was going to be, like, you know, a Wily stage that was like Dustman Stage Crusher part. I forgot that it was actually Mega Man 5 that did that. Oops. Oh, shit. Okay. Can I stay under these without getting crushed? Yes, I can. Good, good, good. That is wonderful news. Yes. Alright, anything I need to... I will gladly use these guys to grind up beat weapon energy. And I will be back in a moment. Alright, I'm back, and I have ground up pretty much all of my weapon energy now. I did take some, you know, some damage. Actually getting to a point where I could, where I could actually attack the main chicken, but, it's a small price to pay for having full weapon energy, hopefully going into the next boss here. Okay, alright, that scared me a little bit, because it got to a point where the music had to loop on itself, and I was like, please, just loop and not freeze like you did in Stone Man stage, because I do not feel like going through all of this again. And I don't think any of you do as well. Oh, I'm at the boss, so I should just be able to die here, and... because I got a 1-up as well. Even though this guy is incredibly easy. I think his weakness is actually Crystal... I'll use Crystal Eye on him. Because you're supposed to be able to hit those little platforms toward you. Jump on the platforms and be able to line up with his head. And I like to just use Mega Buster shots on, like, the platforms, then just Crystal Eye on his head. And I'll use the actual pause screen for this, because there's no quick way to cycle through to Crystal Eye, let me tell you. As nice as the ability to use the shoulder button cycle is, Crystal Eye is still like at least 2 or 3 selections in, so I don't feel like wasting all that time and then like not even getting to the point where I can shoot it once I select it. It does get a little bit annoying when you get in situations like this, though, where the little dudes are in a position where they can They can get in the way of your shots, no matter where you are. Use the energy tank real quick. That's right. It is there. Oh dear. See? And then you get in situations like that. You get situations like that where you can't do anything. And I will freely admit the reason that I like Mega Man 5 more than some other games is purely nostalgic, because it has nothing to do with the Proto Man stages and the Wily stages that suck. But I can say that for like any given Mega Man game. Like Mega Man 3, they're not that bad, but you get into situations like this, we can't do anything because little dudes get in the way. There, I made up for it by being able to shoot him twice in one go. This is why I like Mega Man 6 and 3 more than this, honestly. So I can have fun playing those games all the way through. 5 is great in the Proto Man's castle. Wily's castle's still not as bad, though. Because, I mean, I wouldn't consider that boss to be super awful or anything like that. I mean, it's not like the Darkman robots. The Darkman robots are the very definition of horrible. I just got hit by 2 of these buggers. Can I not even... Okay, there we go. Can I not even hit them when they're on the ceiling? That's bullshit. Oh, good. Water. Oh, I got an energy tank back. I only used 2 of them on the last boss. See, the reason I'm worried about the water here is because Mega Man 5 is the first game where we don't have Rush Marine. And while Rush Jet would serve much of the same purpose, like, even in Mega Man 4, Rush Marine wasn't, like, dickish like Rush Jet turned out to be. Stop attacking things when I'm dead and wasting your energy. That's the thing I hate most about Beat, is that even when you're dead, it will still keep attacking things. Because, I mean, that's what it's programmed to do, yes. But I'm not always guaranteed to get all of my weapon energy back like I did just there. But, like, even in Mega Man 4, Rush Marine, you could still fully control it, even with Rush Jet being, like, the dickish version that it is now. And, in this game, they took Rush Marine out altogether. Rush Marine is only in Mega Man 3 and Mega Man 4. And I'm a little worried about these little water levels because I'm either inclined to... No, don't use it! No! No! I die a little inside every time something like that happens. But, like, I'm more inclined to miss jumps or fucking jump too high. And, you know, I kind of wish they would have kept Rush Marine, because I'm not going to use Rush Jet in that shit. No fucking way. Rush Jet sucks in this game. Rush Jet sucks in Mega Man 4, because they gimped it after Mega Man 3. And they made it suck. The only games I'm willing to use Rush Jet in are 3 and 6, because in 3 it's actually useful, and in 6 it's a cool jetpack that you can still kind of control. This is another one of those points where I got stuck on, because this is stupid. You wouldn't expect to see platforming challenges like this in the frickin' Robot Master stage, and this is why you're destined to spend, like, 60% of the game in these frickin' castle stages, especially in the later games, where you get 2 of them. And by later games, I mean like 3 and onward. I mean, well, 3 through 6. 7 and onward, you only have 1. Like Wily Castle or whatever, but... as we've seen in 3... Well, we haven't seen 6 yet in this particular playthrough, but I have done a 6 playthrough. And as we've seen, there are, you know, versions of castles in 3 through 6 that are before the Wily Castle. In 3, you have the revisited stages for the, you know, those 4 World Masters. In 4, you have Dr. Cossack's castle. In 5, you have Proto-Man/Darkman's castle. And in 6, you have Mr. X's castle. And then you have a whole other castle to go through afterwards, which is stupid. And, you know... and with these rolly platforms like this, I hate these because they throw off your jumping timing. And they're terrible. As much as I love Mega Man 5, rolly platforms are terrible. And that's the reason I have Beat Out all the time, is so that it can attack enemies while I'm trying to platform. Because the enemies are set up in dickish areas. Especially when you have things like those little gear spike things that can only be killed by Beat. But you still have to put off your timing on jumping, because you have to wait until, well, you know, you have fucking situations like that where you jump into the spikes because water, but you know, you have to wait until Beat kills the enemies that are in front of you. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to make that jump properly. Because fuck you. And this isn't going against my arguments against Mega Man 9 either. Because I can do a lot better at this stage when I'm sober. And also, as bullshit as this is, it isn't like... It isn't like the stupid, cheap death traps with Mega Man 9. And Mega Man 9 is horrible with those cheap deaths. You know, stuff that you can't predict unless you play through the stage 2 or 3 times. That's not how Mega Man stages are. I mean, yes, they can get hard like this, but, you know, Mega Man 9 just is hard to be hard. And I hate games like that. I don't know. I guess I'm just one of those folks who doesn't necessarily get smarter when they keep dying all the time. I mean, and there are, you know, folks like that. You know, as they die, they learn, you know, what the nuances of why they died were, and, you know, more power to you if you're a gamer like that. But for whatever reason, I'm not necessarily like that all the time. In fact, if anything, if I keep getting killed by something, I get more frustrated. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't made my final decision as to whether or not I want to get Dark Souls on the Switch. Because, I mean, at the very least, as much as Greg would love me to actually get to a point where I own or can play a Dark Souls game... No, don't go for that. Don't go for that. Don't go for that. Shit. That's the thing I hate most about Beat, is because it stays on the screen after you die and then it wastes your energy killing things. Fuck! There's no excuse for me jumping on those spikes either. And there's nothing that switching to easy mode can do for me here. Unless it takes away a lot of those enemies. And I don't think it does. Now I'm just trying to rush through things. And we're basically in the home stretch to Mega Man 6 here. I need to beat this so I can get on to Mega Man 6. These are the parameters I set for myself. We're going to beat every game in numerical order, and then play the arcade games, which are a lot more fun. I pushed jump. I pushed the jump button. See, since I don't have somebody to apologize to for this playthrough, I'm just getting more frustrated than apologetic. I didn't even get an energy tank this time through until now, because bullshit. This underwater section is stupid. And there's nothing that easy mode's going to be able to do to help me. Because it's all dependent on timing my jumps against spikes and fucking really platforms. And I don't have Rush Marine in this game because they took it out. I would be pleased as punch to have Rush Marine right now. But no. They took it out because people complained that it was useless. Because I'm like the only advocate for having Rush Marine in this game. I could probably use Rush Jet if it didn't fucking suck. Because as we've discussed, as is known, I jumped! I fucking jumped! God fucking damn it. We're gonna be here for a while, folks. This is my hell right now. I'm not, and let me tell you, I am not fucking willing to spend my entire fucking session with this game playing Mega Man 5. Again, as much as I fucking love Mega Man 5, I'd like to make progress in other games, if possible. That's been a constant thing, is making progress in other games. Hell, we have seen no less than 4 games in the last run-through, or my last session, with this collection. And I am not willing to, like, you know... There we go. Okay, we got it. Because I'm not willing to go through the entire game on the Wii with save states. Or Wii U. Oh, this is gonna fuck me up. Kill it. That would have fucked the crap out of me. I'm gonna rush it through this. Because I don't feel like it. Ooh, you even got an extra life. That was nice of them. Alright. That was fucking bullshit. That whole section is fucking bullshit. Now, as far as I remember, that's the last hard part of this game. I mean, barring boss battles, but, you know, I could be fucking wrong, and the game could be ready to surprise me with stupid stuff. Hell, knowing my luck, I haven't even hit the checkpoint yet. And if I die here, the game will be more than happy to take me back to the beginning. I won't be. but... Oh, mice enemies. That's the best kind. Well, at least you can scroll them off screen, though. I'll give it that. You can scroll the mice enemies easily off screen. Whoa. We have actual platforming with the mice. I know for a fact you can't... Oh, I can actually farm, beat, weapon energy. I'm gonna do that. One moment, please. Alright, I'm back now. That didn't take too long. I was just taking the opportunity to refill my my beat energy, just in case I needed it, because Lord knows that's like the magic weapon for most of the things in this game. I'll just use Power Stone on this Stampy guy. As far as I know, this is the last game that has a Stampy guy. And thank God for that. Let me tell you. Oh no. Oh, where's the game gonna send me back? Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. I'm not going back through all that bullshit. Alright. We should be in a super happy place. No. When we get back to that chicken, I'm gonna refill my my weapon energy and possibly my life energy again. Oh God. But yeah, something to note, if you decide to use your super arrow like a rush jet, like a quick rush jet, it will use up energy as you stay on the super arrow. So, pro tip. It is possible to use the super arrow as a rush jet, just be prepared to consistently use ammo for that. So, I think I'm at the point where there's just the, yeah. I can kill the mouse. I gotta kill the mouse. Because the mouse is too short for me to... Damn it! The mouse is too short for me to hit normally. Just another layer of bullshit on the bullshit sundae. Bullshit salad, bullshit pizza, whatever. What has layers? Nachos? The bullshit nachos. There you go. I don't fucking know. I don't eat nachos or salad. I don't eat things with layers. I eat cake. Cake has layers. These fucking mice. I'm sick of when they throw in enemies like this that you can't kill normally. You have to use a charge shot or you waste some of your weapon energy on them. I mean, okay, they are fully scrollable off screen. That's fine. But, I mean, you can hit these eggs. Why can't you hit the fucking mice? I'm gonna recharge, at the very least, super arrow, so I'll be right back again. Sorry. Okay, back again. I swear I wouldn't have to keep doing this if the game didn't keep dispensing bullshit on me, but I am not, I repeat, not willing to go through that underwater section again. Fuck that noise. I am willing to use whatever fucking, mechanics I can use. We're at the end now. Okay, that's good. I'll use Power Stone on you. You're just gonna stay there. You know, I'll use whatever energy tank on the boss or whatever it takes. I am not going through this stage again. I will tell you that right the fuck now. Just fuck this stage. Alright. What's this guy weak against? What is even this? This guy's weak to gyro attack. But I have 7 energy tanks, so I am more than willing at this point to use an energy tank or two to dispatch this enemy. Like so. I'm not going through this stage again, and I have plenty of energy tanks. Bring it on. Yeah, you just gotta get... When these little doors are open, that's when you shoot gyro attack in. And he takes enough damage from the gyro attack to make the energy tanks worth it, because energy or gyro attack gives you. I mean, we're at the point now where like everything is super uniform. Like weaknesses will still do. Will like just like do. They'll do 4 units of damage instead of just 1. And every weapon has the same number of uses too. I mean, okay, there are still some that have less. Like Gravity Hold has less, but still. I think it's always like some sort of multiple of 7, in all honesty. Look, we even get an energy tank here. I'll take that energy tank, thank you very much. This is the stage with the... No, it can't be. This isn't the stage with the boss rush. Because if it was, Oh, it is! Okay, that's fine. All I know is that Charge Man is going to be the pain in the ass here. So, Star Crash was for Gravity Man. As long as I don't have to go through that last level, I am good. I'm sure everyone else involved with the viewing of this video is okay with that notion as well. Once we figure out where Charge Man is, if we die on this boss rush, I'll just know where Charge Man is, because Charge Man is going to be the only pain in the ass here. Let's face it. Your Charge Kick. I jumped right into that, because I'm a dumb. My goal is to at least make a good ways into Mega Man 6 at this point. Because, I don't think we're going to be, like, it's going to be like last session where I see 4 games. You know, points in the games notwithstanding, but, because, like, when I started last session, we were, like, at the end of Mega Man 2 and made it all the way through, over halfway through the Robot Masters of Mega Man 5, so... We're still on Mega Man 5 now. 2 hours in? Is it 2 hours in? Yeah. According to Audacity, which is not... And this is not, taking into account, the breaks that I've had in between, but about 2 hours. We're still on Mega Man 5. Anyway, Starman is the guy that we fought with Mega Buster, so obviously the one weapon that we haven't used on a main Robot Master boss is going to be his weakness, and that is Water Wave. And considering he's up in the air most of the time, Water Wave is a crappy move to use against, ability to use against him, let me tell you that. I mean, I'd still trust this over my Mega Buster skills. Even though we didn't do too bad against him the first time, if I remember correctly. It's very easy to dodge his attacks, but still. That's what happens when you use Water Wave against Starman. Starman is Gravity Hold. Just don't hit him when he's invincible and jump over all of his gyro attacks. Also, don't try to hit him when he's off the screen, as we've seen. Here's Charge Man. Charge Man is Power Stone, unfortunately, but we have 50 gajillion energy tanks, so I am a little bit more. I was a little bit more optimistic, but Power Stone is a terrible weapon. As discussed, we have 6 energy tanks. But it doesn't change the fact that Power Stone is a terrible weapon to use against an enemy like this. I mean, when I'm like hiding away in a corner and shooting at the Stampy dudes, that's one thing. But this is horrible. Fun fact, Power Stone is also a game, the name of another franchise that Capcom did. It's like a kind of a Super Smash Brothers sort of fighting, brawling game. Mostly on the Dreamcast. That's where I've seen it. Power Stone is on the Dreamcast. I never owned a Dreamcast myself, but my friend has one. And he had the game for the Dreamcast, or at least had a disc with it on there. But, yeah. Power Stone was a Dreamcast game. Probably no relation to the, who haven't we fought yet? I think it's Crystal Man is the last one. Yeah, there we go. It just... The gyro attack threw me off, because that was the, it was the weakness for the last boss. Crystal Man is fairly easy, so I'm not gonna... Alright, going on to the next stage. The next stage is where Wily starts stuff start. Oh. Okay. Guess right on into it, then. Oh, I normally just use Mega Buster on him, because he's easy to dodge. He is super easy to dodge. Just, like, stay at the edge of the pit, and then when he stops, just go to the other edge of the pit. And fire at him like that. And I think from there you can just break out the super arrow. And it's a done deal. Sorry if I'm not talking that much. I'm just, you know, kind of focusing on the boss battle. I noticed that a lot when I was, because, I just, today, you know, as of my perspective, oh, that's bad, I just put up the final part of the first session of this collection from 2 weeks ago, and I noticed that near the end of the last part, there was a lot of not talking. Partially because I was getting salty, but also partially because I was at the end of the night, and I was getting shutting down. This guy's gonna respawn. This is why I hate this guy, because he just keeps going forward, and then he'll just respawn. Now I know some stage of this Wily boss. I don't know if we just fight the one stage, or if we fight like two phases of this guy. I know one of the phases is weak to Super Arrow of all things, but we'll figure it out. Is it Super Arrow here? It's Super Arrow here. Yeah, I know it felt kind of weird, like, I mean, it's not all that, it's not all that, unusual. To be loved by anyone, but to have 3 forms of Wily bosses. Oh, we're just gonna go in the final form here. Okay, I thought there was another skull stage. But yeah, you guys just gotta lead beat into attacking him. Sometimes he'll like immediately fly over to where he's gonna appear next. I'm just hoping I don't waste all of my energy doing this, because this is pretty much the point of no return for me. I'm not... okay, hopefully he'll go into a loop like this. Yeah, he's just going to go over where he is next. This is like a point of return here. No return. I don't want to fuck up here and then go through all this again. That would be no bueno. With no energy tanks. So I'm pretty much at a point where I'm just going to use all the energy tanks and mega tanks if needed, and that will be the end of it. I am beating Wily on this life. I just thought it would be like other games up to this point, and it would be like another Skull stage, but apparently not. This is the final form. And if we need to use the Mega Tank, I'll be more than happy to do so. I mean, I don't think we're going to need to. He's just going to home in on his next part, and that's the end of it. Oh, maybe there is more. That's fine. Mega Tank. Fuck that shit. Fill up all of my life and all of my weapon energy. This is the bad. We win. There is no way we can not win from this point. And I am not willing to risk, just shoot an energy, a Mega Buster at him. Fuck that. We win. That's Mega Man 5. Actually, I'll have a shot to that. Completing Mega Man 5. Going into Mega Man 6. Hell yeah, Mega Man 6. Like that more than Mega Man 5. It's got probably the most interesting premise of the Mega Man games. International robots. So let's just enjoy the ending and the credits here while I take this shot, which I filled up a good amount. That's the ending, by the way. It's just you save Dr. Light and Dr. Wily got away. You know, the huge. Whew. That's Mega Man 5, my third favorite game on the NES. I would say my third favorite game in the classic series, because even though I really do like Mega Man 7, I wouldn't count this over Mega Man 5. But yeah, I'm just kind of in a thing to, you know, let's play as many Mega Man games drunk as possible. After I'm done with this Anniversary Collection, I'll probably play Mega Man and I'll buy Mega Man and Bass on the Wii U and play that. I'll play 9 and 10 once they come out on the Switch. Because I don't have 10, and I have 9 on the Wii, but I don't have it downloaded because I was like, I hate this game. But once I get comfortable enough with 9 and 10, I'll play that drunk. Another thing is with the Game Boy games, unless I decide to do like some guerrilla filming with my camcorder, I have no way to play 2 through 4. I do have game carts for 1 and 5 on the Game Boy, and even then the 5 is the Japanese version. I'd probably just play through 5, because 1 I don't particularly care for. It's one of those games it's good, but it's really, really hard. So I'll probably just play 5, through the Game Boy Play or something like that. Mega Man and Bass is definitely part of the classic series, the main classic series games. I don't even care if it's part of the Legacy Collection or not. Mega Man and Bass is definitely a part of that, and I would, I'll play through that. Hell, I'll play through that. I'm declaring it right now. I will buy Mega Man and Bass off the Wii U Virtual Console, and I will play the Game Boy Advance version. And I will, because the Super Nintendo version never came out over here. I will play that when I'm done with every game on the Anniversary Collection for the PS2. I will play Mega Man and Bass drunk. Of course, I'd have to get familiar with it, know what I'm doing, so as not to waste too much of your time. But then after that, hopefully the Legacy Collection 2 will be out, and I'll be able to play 9 and 10. Once I'm, familiar with them. I'll play Mega Man 5 on the Game Boy. because that's the only game I think I can conceivably beat. And also play, you know, in a way that I can actually edit it and show fairly well enough. Because I don't own 2 through 4 on cartridge. Going to Mega Man 6 now. I do kind of want to play through Mega Man X through X8. Possibly Zero series. Maybe the Mega Legend series. I don't know. The world's my fucking oyster. But I will say right now, after I am done with the Anniversary Collection, I will play through Mega Man Bass Drum.